Guys, so I have another review for you today, and it is on The House of Good and Evil. Now this is something I believe was recently added to Netflix because I have not seen it on there before. It came out in 2013, and what's weird is on Netflix it's rated TVMA, and I'm not sure why. It's really not. The gore is really bad, and there's no boobs or sex in it. I mean, there's like suggestive material, but like, do you have to be 17 to watch it? I don't think so. Now, the plot of this is there is a couple that loses their unborn child, and we later find out it's because the husband pushed her. She was 8 months pregnant and they lost their baby. So they moved to this new country home, and Maggie, the main girl, starts to like see weird things and hear weird things going on in the house. So just based on that description, I was like, okay, it could be a cool haunted house type movie. It's not like that, which was kind of disappointing to me. It was really bad. Really bad. But like one of the reviewers on Netflix said, it's exactly what I was thinking. You can't really look away. There's just something about it that makes you want to watch the whole thing because you're like, okay, it has to go somewhere at some point, right? Sometime. The acting was horrible, in my opinion. I saw some of the reviewers really liked it. I wasn't a fan, especially the main girl. Now, this is also not very much a horror or supernatural or anything like that. It's very much a psychological thriller with a big twist. But I'll get into that and I'll warn you beforehand. But honestly, I don't recommend this movie, so might as well just stay for the whole video, in my opinion. I'm not sure why every movie that when they lose a child or something, they have to move to this secluded house that has like no electricity, no phones, no service, and why? Like, that's not an original idea. Why do you have to move to the country? I think they do that on purpose to make the storyline work, and they're trying to force it a little bit because she has no phone access, which really helps the story. Not really. I don't know. I thought the idea was kind of unoriginal. Even the twist at the end was unoriginal. I saw it coming, and it was just silly in my opinion. And the acting just really took me out of it a lot, and the gore was really bad. Like at one point, someone has an axe in their back and it's like flopping around like it's a sponge. Honestly, the only reason why I watched this movie is because I was trying to stay up really late last night to finish uploading my video so I could post it before I went to sleep. So I had to stay up till like 12:30, which isn't that late, but I passed out at like 10, so I had to like force myself. So I was like, okay, I'll watch a movie, and I literally went to the horror section, clicked on one I had not seen before. I didn't even like really think about it. I just clicked it and started watching it. I was a little bit distracted throughout because it's kind of boring. Not a lot happens. Like the ending is cram-packed with all this stuff that doesn't really matter and it's not really good stuff. And the whole beginning, halfway through, 3/4 through, nothing happens. Like little things here and there happen. Nothing scary at all. The most you think or see or hear is the phone ringing, and you're like, wait, but they don't have phones. That's the extent of the scares. So maybe if you are not really that into horror, you'd be able to tolerate this one for sure if you're like an easily scared person. This one's not that bad, or it's not scary at all in my opinion. I am very desensitized, but even if I wasn't, I could watch this by myself in the dark, no problem. I did, but even if I, was scared. I'm not making sense today, okay. I didn't like how they brought everything together in the end, and I didn't like the plot at all. I thought it was just like a jumbled mess, and they didn't really know what they were doing when they were writing the script out because it didn't make sense. Like, it was just like, I don't know, it was boring and just a bad plot. Even the twist at the end is not original in my opinion. I'm going to talk about that now, so if you don't want to know, then you can not watch it, but I don't recommend watching this movie in general though, so I don't know where you're going, but have fun. Anyway, so the twist ends up being that she is crazy and imagined everything. How stupid is that? Now, I don't know if the violence of her husband was there. They didn't really answer that question because at one point he hits her because she's going psychotic, and so he punches her to knock her out. But other than that, like, you see that her husband died somehow. He choked on his own vomit is what they said. How did that happen? Did she poison him? Was he drunk? I just realized that made a lot of sense. He died in the bed in the first scene. I didn't connect those dots until now. Just kidding. Okay, so he choked on his own vomit because he died from drinking, and so he fell asleep on his back, and so that's how he died. Now I got it, because in the first scene, not the first scene, but like when they first move into the house, you see them drinking in front of the fire together, and I guess that's when he dies. And then all this stuff happens, but it's all in her mind. But she keeps his body. She bathes him. She cuddles with him and sleeps with him. And yeah, it's pretty disturbing in that sense. But honestly, though, it's like she just went crazy. It's not that original. So I will have the trailer linked down below. Go ahead and check it out if you want to. One thing I want to mention really fast, it's not really horror, but it was like a dystopian movie that I saw. You guys have to watch Snowpiercer. Oh my god, it was one of the best movies I've ever seen. I had never heard about it. I didn't watch any of the trailers, didn't even know the story really, except that there were two sections of a train separated, the poor people from the rich people. That's all I knew. So there you go, that's all you're gonna know. Do not watch trailers for it, just watch it. Trust me, you want to go in blind, because some of the trailers have spoilers in them for things in the movie that made me react really a lot to. Granted, I was drunk for half the movie, but it was still really good, so I still really recommend it. I remembered the movie, so I wasn't that drunk. Still really enjoyed it. I just had to say that. I would do a whole review on it, but like I said, it's not horror and it's not thriller or anything like that. It's more like an action dystopian type movie, but it was a beautiful film and I really loved it, so definitely watch it. So that is it for this video. Make sure to leave movie requests that you want me to review down below, or react videos or top 10 lists or whatever you want to see on this channel. Just leave a request down below. I hope you enjoyed and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.